Hey, Tommy from the Run Testers, and welcome to the May monthly roundup, the video where we talk about a lot of the stuff that we've been testing over the past month that we just haven't had a chance to tell you about in other videos. So let's jump in and see what we've all picked this month.
So my first pick this month is the Soar Hydration half tights, which I've got here. They are Soar's half tights with bottle carriers on the side that you can carry 350ml hard flask bottles in against the side of your legs to try and reduce the risk of bouncing while carrying 700ml of fluid on the run. So obviously very excited to review these because I like Soar's half tights and I'm someone who carries their drinks with them during long runs, especially during marathons. When at the moment, for now, I've been using a set of Decathlon's 20-pound half tights that have a waistband that can hold 3 soft flasks quite comfortably in it. I think overall, I can say I'm still going to be using those half tights. So the fact that the Soar shorts come in a hell of a lot more expensive. They're £170, $220. They don't quite fit for what I'd want from them, but they are still quite an interesting option to have available, even if they are a very expensive one, obviously. Along with the bottle holders, you've got 2 gel loops on the front of the shorts and then a zipped pocket at the back. So they can carry a lot of stuff with them. And for the most part, they carry it pretty well. Like, what I do like about the bottle holders on these shorts is that it's very easy to access the bottles on the run. It's a lot quicker and easier to get to those bottles compared to digging them out of a waistband storage pocket, which is what I use for the most part, and they're easier to slip in and out than soft flasks. But I do find with a waistband system, storing stuff in place, you get less bounce. Like with the soft flasks carried on the Decathlon shorts, they really do hug against the body and they bounce a little bit less for me. With these bottles, they're okay on runs, normal runs, flat runs, running at easy paces, they're fine. They kind of don't annoy me too much, but when I was running hard down hills, one bottle did bounce loose. So that's something to consider if you're using them for trail runs in particular, and running hard in general, they get a little bit more bounce than you get from, I think, a system that holds the bottles horizontally against your body as opposed to drop-in style pockets. You can't really use anything else in those holsters either, and that's a bit of a shame here because obviously if you have just a waistband storage system, that's more versatile. You can put things like a phone in it for general runs, you can pack a load of gels in, you can put in soft flasks or hard flasks. These side pockets really are built for that one bottle, that 350ml bottle. Anything else is going to kind of eventually slip loose or bounce out. So that again limits the options you get from these, and you get a little bit of sloshing as well. I don't tend to get annoyed by things like that, but I know some people do. So you are going to get, especially when the bottle's half empty, a bit of sloshing from them, whereas holding the stuff against your body will reduce that a little bit. They are really, really comfortable shorts though, and they're just great for like general long. So my Sunday long run, they're kind of perfect. Like I can pop it on, I'm going out for 90 minutes, 2 hours, can carry a bit of fluid in there, don't have to worry about fussing with a waistband or overfilling a rucksack, that kind of thing. So they are very useful for that. I do think I'm going to use these shorts quite a lot, but at the same time, those are going to prove like the perfect race day option for me. And when you're looking at this kind of money, you do want them to be something that you find absolutely essential. So overall, I think these are good shorts. I think there's some tweaks Soar can make to the storage system, but I still don't think they really better the traditional waistband storage design that I've seen on other shorts, including my much cheaper ones from Decathlon. Second pick this month is a set of darn tough socks. These are the Stride Micro Crew socks. What I really like about these is just they're made from a very, very lightweight merino wool. So even though they're merino, they don't feel thick or heavy at all. They dry very quickly. They don't suck up a load of moisture and carry it for a while afterwards, but they are still very, very comfortable. They regulate temperature quite nicely. They dry quickly. They don't stink as much as other socks after a couple of runs. So yeah, all around, they're very good socks and they're lightweight. They're not too expensive. They're like 18 to 25 pounds in the UK or $20 in the US. And that comes with Darn Tough's unconditional guarantee, which is always excellent in that if the socks get a hole in them at any point, you can send them back and get them replaced with a set of another Darn Tough socks. Something I've never had to do. They wear very well as well. Like, even after lots and lots of washes, these socks still feel pretty soft and similar to they did as new. So I think these are just a really good set of running socks to consider. They sit nicely on the foot. They don't move around at all. There's no bunching. I've had no rubbing with them. They look okay. The designs aren't that exciting, but they're fine. So yeah, all in all, those socks I've been using a lot this month and I can highly recommend them. They're very good socks. So my last pick this month is the Saysky Flow singlet. I've tried a couple of these vests. One is the classic logo singlet, which has a racer back design. And then this is the statement one that says sub whatever on it, which is from the Minty Universe range from Saysky, which doesn't have a racer back, but it's made from the same very lightweight material. It's regionally recycled. It's like 79% recycled and it's very lightweight. So in the men's medium, the Flow singlet comes in at just 46 grams, which is pretty similar to what we've seen from the top of the line racing vest from other brands like Soar. So you end up with a vest that's got that barely there feel. That's really nice for training in the hot days or doing fast runs or racing, just because it really doesn't feel like it's weighing you down at all. You just got that really nice, airy, breathable feel. And it's not too expensive. It's not cheap, but it's not as aggressively priced as some of those racing vests I've been talking about. It's $62 in the US and it's £49 in the UK, and it is a really nice vest for that money. At the moment, there's a small range of designs. Most of them are quite simple one-colour designs, or this sub-whatever one, but there will be loads more coming. Obviously, every time Saysky does new product drops, they bring out some nice new colourway and update a lot of the line. So it'll be a vest that has a nice range to pick from, and it's not overpriced for what is a very lightweight, breathable and enjoyable racing vest or speed day vest to have available, or just hot day vest. Now it's summer here in the UK, although it's grey outside, and probably won't be going out in a vest today. Yeah, it's a nice new option from Saysky. I think I prefer the racer back design myself, so the classic logo singlet, just because you get an even more open feel there and a lighter vest. But yeah, you've got a broader back option as well if you prefer that.
So my first pick for May are the Ego Run Sunnies. Now, Ego are a brand from over in the US. If you follow running brands on Instagram, it's highly likely that you might have seen them. They make a lot of cool designs for caps and hats and things like that. I've got a few of them. I really like wearing them. But they also make sunglasses as well. So they've got quite a few pairs of sunglasses at the moment. When I first got these, I think they had less pairs, but I think they've actually got quite a lot more now. They're branching out to having a big range of sunglasses. But these are the Ego Run Sunnies, and these are probably your simple running shades, basically. They're sort of wayfarer designed, the sort of sunglasses that people will buy not just as running sunglasses, but also as just sunglasses that you can wear all the time, which is what I tend to like in a pair of sunglasses. I generally like my running sunglasses to double as just normal sunglasses. Now, the colours come in lots of different varieties. They are sort of cool, bright colourway sunglasses with slightly mirrored lenses as well, but they are quite functionally pretty impressive as well. So they've got polarized lenses, they're UV 400, and they've also got these sort of sticky bits at the back of the arms to sort of hold them onto your head. What I found about them is that they work really well on the run. So I do have some pairs of sunglasses that aren't really designed for running, and when you wear them for running, you do know that they're not quite right. They don't seem to fit the head correctly. They might move around a little bit. I don't have any issues at all with these. I think they're very comfortable. They're not the lightest pair of sunglasses around, but they're not light. They do the job very nicely, and they just look really nice as well. I don't think you can get them in the UK at the moment. Hopefully you'll be able to get them in the UK relatively soon. You have to order them from the US at present, but they're only $35 from the US, so they're pretty cost-effective pair of running sunglasses in comparison to some of the more expensive ones that we sometimes cover on the channel. So that's the Ego Run Sunnies, my current favourite pair of day-to-day running sunglasses and pub sunglasses. My second pick this month is a bit of a different one. Normally we tend to tell you about really cool new bits of kit that we've tried and tested on the run, but this is something that I picked up the other day. I was trying to find a new strap for my Garmin Forerunner 955, so I went on Amazon to try and look for a strap, and sometimes it can be a bit hit or miss. You can pick up straps for Garmin watches and you get them and you realise that they're not very well designed, and they just don't sort of work right. This is called, this green strap here, it's called the MYSNBKN 22mm sport silicone watch strap, and it works for a number of different watches. So Forerunner 955, 945, 935, Phoenix 5 and Quatix 5. I imagine that it probably fits a load of other ones as well, but the reason I picked this up was because I wanted a different colour watch strap. Basically, I went for this nice green option, and it was only $10.99 delivered. So I was a little bit skeptical when I ordered it that it was actually going to be good. I did have some problems with watch straps that weren't officially Garmin watch straps for my Phoenix 6, and it always sort of came off a bit. They've got a quick release strap on the Phoenix range, and it would release all the time, very quickly, more quickly than I wanted. I'd be running sometimes and I'd snag it and it would fall off. This isn't a quick release strap, so the 955 just has a normal watch strap, but it comes with the strap obviously, but also the little tools to actually connect it. Really easy to do. I didn't have any issues at all. Very secure, not had any problems. I've been using this for about 2 weeks now, and it works really well. There's loads of different colorways that you can get, so I'm tempted to get some other ones as well. But for $10.99, I'm really pleased with the strap. Don't find it uncomfortable, don't find that it makes my wrists sweat or anything. And definitely, if it came on the watch originally, I wouldn't have noticed that it wasn't a Garmin watch strap. So yeah, if you're looking for a watch strap for your Forerunner watch, this is a good option, and I'm pleasantly surprised with it.
Now, if you're a regular viewer of the Run Testers Monthly Essential Picks, you'll know that I often seek out items that help fight off the chafe. There's everything from running undies to base layer shorts to kind of body glide alternatives, and I found another one for you. Now, I was a fan of CXP's ultralight base layer shorts, but those come up quite long. They come sort of right down the thigh. But CXP have also introduced now a new pair of these briefs. These are called the CXP XPs. They're basically essentially the same material, the same waistband kind of technology, and just put into a smaller brief. So there's a few things I really like about these shorts. The first really is the waistband. It's really nice and wide, but it's actually really nice and thin. The elastic is barely thicker than the main material of the shorts. It's also made from panels which kind of spreads the pressure kind of around the waist, so they don't dig in, they don't cut, they're not thick, so there's no kind of rolling up. They just sit nice and flat and even across kind of your waist, and that's great over longer distance if you're going to be wearing them for lots of hours. They've also got small bits of sort of silicone grips here, which means that nothing rides up or rolls up. That's really good as well. The other thing, the material is sort of super silky, super soft, stretchy, but there is some structure to it, so it does sort of holds everything kind of nice and compact, but doesn't feel restrictive, feels nice against the skin. Again, that sort of helps with the sort of anti-chafe. The other thing that really helps with that, and my other favorite thing, is it's got bonded kind of seams as well, which means that in all the key areas that you need it, there's not going to be anything kind of raised to rub and cause you any problems. So yeah, these are the CXP XP. They're about £33, which I know is expensive for a pair of pants, but they're really durable, these shorts. I wore the ultralight long shorts across the whole of the Danube and they are still going. So I think it's a good investment, and what price to have no chafing? I will pay a fair amount. So durable, really good to run in, and also these are great then for wearing under smaller shorts. So if you've got short shorts and you want a good brief, this is a really good option. So my next pick then is this 15-litre kind of hybrid race vest come backpack from Adidas. It's called the Adidas Terrex Aeroready Prime Blue 15-litre. Now this is really built for kind of fast packing, speed hiking, but it's also a great running backpack if you're going on trail adventures. So I used this recently at the Maverick Exmoor Trail Series to run a marathon distance on the trails. It took me about 5 hours and it did really well. So there are quite a lot of features built into this backpack. I'm going to do a full review of it on the channel soon. I'm going to whip you through just a couple of the things that I really like. So I'm a big fan of the kind of race style harness. You've got two big kind of stretch pockets. These will both hold either soft flasks or big hard flasks. You'll get a 650ml flask in there. Or you've got room for kind of stashing extras in there as well. You've also got a couple of zip compartments here underneath those two, so you can put some more essentials in the side here. It's a good slot for a phone, that. So the other thing I like here is the front locking system. You've almost got these kind of classic elastics that hook onto the hooks there, but you can pull the cord and then you can lock it down. So you can press this button, pull the cord to get it tight in place, and then release it and it holds that firmly in place. That works with this kind of side elastic lacing. And the other thing they've done here is put nice thick elastic on here that doesn't feel like it'll break. It feels nice and robust. At the back, you've got a nice roll top compartment that lets you extend the capacity but also reduce it and keep everything compact. Really like that. You've also got another big stretch mesh back pocket here. That's great for stashing jackets for easy access. Lots of places where you can attach extra kit as well. And also then the other really clever feature of this backpack is the back pad here, which has this kind of ridged effect. It's almost like got a spine to it, where these little bits, I don't know if you can see them better that way, there you go, they're kind of raised. So this, you've got some bits that sit on the back, but there's lots of airflow down there. That helps keep the back cool. Also sort of doesn't create too much pressure on the back. That's a really nice kind of airflow system. At 550 grams, it's pretty lightweight too. You've got 15 litres capacity. It will take some laptops, and it can definitely handle being a commuter backpack as well. But the ideal use case scenario for this, I think you can race in it, but I think it's basically just for stuff and load of kit in here and going out on a day-long or a multi-day adventure where you're going to want a change of clothes in here and some other bits and pieces. Yeah, good adventuring backpack, and this will cost you £130. Last pick from me then. Now the sun's come out, I've started to think a bit more about sunglasses. I've got a pair from Tifosi that I really like. This is another follow-up pair from Tifosi. They're slightly different than the style I would usually go for. These are big kind of face wrapping, single kind of lens glasses. They are the Tifosi Vogel SL. What you've got here is big blackout shades with a big anti-glare polycarbonate lens, covers most of your face here. You've also got some nice touches, hydrophilic rubber on the ear and nose pieces, which help kind of keep them in place even when you get really, really sweaty. They don't move around, they become more grippy basically the wetter they get. It's also soft, there's no kind of annoying pressure, and they've got these kind of quite big, flexible, lightweight arms that I find really easy to get comfortable under or over a hat as well. And again, they offer what you need in a set of sunglasses. You've got bounce kind of free fit, they stay nicely in place, but also that anti-glare works really well with overall visibility when you're on the move and you're moving fast. Particularly good for on the trails. The other thing that really sells them to me is actually the nose bridge is really nice and wide. So even if you're blessed with one of these, kind of broad, broken, busted up nose, they actually sit nice and comfortable. Not a lot of sunglasses do, and they kind of sit evenly and they stay put, which is a real bonus for me when you've got one of these. They also offer 100% UVA and UVB protection, and they come in 4 colours that I'm going to call red, pink, blue and blackout. They're also brilliantly cheap. These are just £41 in the UK. So it's a kind of set of sunglasses that you don't mind too much if you lose them or they get busted.
My first pick for this month is the Soar Women's Running Crop Race Vest. I was supposed to be wearing it at the night of 10,000 metre PBs last month, but unfortunately injury kept me out of that. But I've still been testing it as well as I can on all the sweaty equipment in the gym that I can get my hands on that isn't running related. And I can confirm that when I do get back to racing, I will definitely be wearing it. It's super light. The weave of it is just designed to keep you as cool as possible, particularly for those like really fast races where you're going to get really hot really quickly. They say it's only 20 grams, so no weight is wasted. 20 grams, I googled what weighs 20 grams and it's things like, I think it's 4 packets of sugar or 4 grapes. So very, very light. It's got their normal kind of technical stuff going on, like the really slimline hems, the sort of laser cut hems so that you don't get any chafing, and you just, I mean, it wicks or it doesn't really collect sweat at all. And I can guarantee that because I've done the sweatiest bike session on it ever and it was absolutely fine. It's definitely my item of choice to wear for that. It's meant to have kind of the airiest feel, and it's great because a lot of running crops, racing crops, have kind of a bra built into them, but it's not a proper running bra, so you don't really get the actual support that you would need, but you can probably get away with it for race day, but you kind of really shouldn't. Whereas this, because it's so light and it's so minimal, you can wear whatever running bra you like underneath and it doesn't get too hot and sweaty with the combination of the two. Whereas other crops I've got, they've either got double layers to give you the support, in which case it's too warm, or they come up too high around your neck, or you can't wear a bra with it, whereas this is like the perfect mix so that you can wear the bra that you're used to and then wear this super minimal crop top, and it looks really awesome as well. It's got this amazing flame red version that you can get, which is just like makes me want to run fast, even though like I probably can't ever run fast enough to justify it. But it's the kind of crop where you just think, put it on, take the crop top power, run fast. It will make you feel like you should be there, and you absolutely should be. So I'm a big fan of this crop. My second pick for this month is, I'm afraid, injury themed, but it is also kind of pre-injury prevention themed. So it's the CEP Plantar Fasciitis sleeve. It's designed to help prevent and ease plantar fasciitis, and hopefully mean that you don't get to the stage that I've got to where it ended up tearing, but we'll go into that another day. So it's got arch support, it's got this kind of compression knit, so if it's got painful you can wear it at night as well. The thing I really like about it is I've tried other compression stuff and it's either been so tight that it's actually quite uncomfortable and you can't wear it for a long enough period that I feel like it does anything, or it's not tight enough because marathon runners are particularly normally skinny limbed, and so you can't actually get the compression that tight. This I found fits perfectly. It's tight enough to feel the support, and I really can feel like I've been walking around and it's kind of given me that extra support while I've waited for treatment, and it really has helped, and I've worn it in bed and it's been comfortable enough for that. But it hasn't felt too restrictive, and it has definitely felt like it's done something. So you can use it every single day. It's kind of protects you, like kind of holds up your arch. Just, it feels a bit like having your foot taped, I think, but you can wear like socks on top of it and it's still really comfortable. So I would thoroughly recommend it if you feel like you've got an issue with plantar fasciitis, or you've maybe got some kind of foot stability thing going on where you've just got a bit of a niggle and you need to look after it. I would definitely recommend the CEP plantar fasciitis sleeve. The SiS, or Science and Sport Rego quick recovery powder, is something that I've actually been using for quite a long time, and I just keep forgetting it to put it in the monthly roundup. I got the first batch for free, and then I've just kept buying it. It's quite unique, I think, from the protein powder kind of end of things, and that I love a protein shake. I know you don't need it, you can do it through your diet, but sometimes it's just easier, and I want to buy one of those fancy protein shakes from the gym after I've been there, but it's going to cost me a fortune. So this is kind of cool. But I was looking up like lots of the other ones, and most of those have a lot of protein, but maybe not much carbohydrate. Now, obviously, as a long distance runner, and lots of us doing kind of high mileage, carbohydrate is king. You need the carbs. And this is great because it's got 22 grams of carbohydrate and 20 grams of protein. And the other thing is that I like about it is that it's water-based. So whilst it's lovely having like a nice creamy shake with milk or yogurt or whatever in it, this, because it's just made with water, and the ratios of carbs to protein and how it's going to be absorbed into your body is worked out on the basis of it being made with water. It means that you can take the powder in a bottle with you to wherever you're doing your track session or your gym workout, and then just grab some water, chuck it in, shake it up and drink it, and it tastes like it's meant to taste. It's smooth, it mixes well. Whereas some of the other ones you can mix with water, but I find they don't taste as nice. So this one I've actually really appreciated, and again that level of carbs, because I know that I'm getting the carbohydrate in, particularly like if it's a double day and you're using it in between. So that's the Science and Sport Rego Quick Recovery Powder.
That's it from us on the monthly roundup for May. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell, all of those sorts of things, and check the channel out for all the other videos we've got. Also, if you go into the caption below, you can find a link to our most recent podcast, and if you like it, please leave us a rating, and we'd be very happy. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.